What's up, guys? Welcome to the AMZ Answers podcast, your week daily 10-minute blast of Amazon knowledge. This is episode number 1, getting started on Amazon with a low amount of money.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the AMZ Answers podcast. I am Adam. I'm here in the upstairs room, in the den, with my brother Noah. Noah, bear.
Is
Tasty.
furry.
And
Hungry.
for
You.
period. Today we're going to talk about starting with a low amount of money with Amazon. Noah, I got some questions for you here. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's
we got
do
10
it.
minutes. 10 minutes on the clock.
Down. How much money do I need to start?
Okay, so I would generally say that you need at least $2,000 to $3,000 to start, because with that you can negotiate a low first order with an item that sells anywhere from like $12.99 to $15.99. So you're gonna need at least that much money to start. If you don't have that much money to start, it's gonna be really, really, really hard for you to get an order, and the items that you are gonna be able to get an order on are gonna be so cheap that you're gonna probably lose money on each sale.
Lose money on each sale?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So like a $5.99 item, let's say like a $6 item, it might be you might be able to get like an order of it for like 300 units from a supplier for like under $1,000. But when you put that on Amazon, with Amazon taking the fees and with shipping and with the item costs, you're not going to make any profit on it. So basically, the only way to make like an item that's profitable is to have at least $2,000 to $3,000 in the bank.
Really? I can't do anything with $500?
No, I don't think so.
What about going to a store or something and finding and doing arbitrage there?
Yes, so you can do retail arbitrage. That's different than Amazon FBA.
Can you tell me more about that? What that means?
I can tell you more about retail arbitrage. I can give it to you.
You feel prickly about it though.
I don't love retail arbitrage. It feels like a ton of effort to really not build anything or learn anything that is going to have lasting value. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Because so we built an Amazon business, right? Where we private label the items and send them in. Retail arbitrage, a lot of people I see on these Facebook groups are like, yeah, I'm going to get my feet wet doing, retail arbitrage. It's really, really different. First of all, really different than Amazon. Second of all, you're never really going to make any money doing it because the competition is so high doing it, and it's a ton of effort. It's the same amount of effort as Amazon, except you're not actually learning how to do Amazon. It's not my fave.
Why do you think it's so much effort?
Because you have to do the same thing with finding an item. You have to go to the store. You have to actually physically get the items and then physically send them in. So actually it's more effort because it's more like labor because you're like physically packaging them up.
I get that it's not a scalable business, but do you really not think someone could find value in figuring out? It's kind of like sourcing. It's what they're used to from going to the grocery store, basically. But it's like in between that and sourcing on Amazon.
It's like a half step kind of to get into Amazon.
It might be good to get your feet wet. And what we mean by that is you go to the store, say you see like a camera on Amazon that's selling for like $500. You go to a store, you see the same camera that's like $50 on the shelf of some vintage shop.
I think you should use let's use like a roll of
I was rolling with my
You were
metaphor.
rolling and I know I cut you off. But let's use like a certain brand of toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Got there at the same time.
Toilet paper. Okay, so say that you saw what's the man who the soft man Haynes? You know the man?
I'm a soft man.
Bounty.
Yeah.
Okay, say I think it's paper towels, but whatever. Say you saw some Bounty toilet paper and selling on Amazon for $15. You go to a store, you see Costco, you see hundreds of these rolls of toilet paper, and they're for about $3 a roll of toilet paper, and you buy them and sell them on Amazon for $15. Mm-hmm. That will give you some experience with making listings. It'll give you some experience with looking for items,
calculating profit and stuff,
calculating profit with fees.
Okay,
but it's going to be fulfilled by a merchant, so it's not FBA. That means that you are the person that's going to fulfill the order.
So you're gonna have to so it's gonna be fulfilled by Amazon because you're gonna want to have it Prime. Mm-hmm. So you can do it two ways, right? Yeah, that's my dog. Hey, shh. You can get the paper towels, and you can, when a customer buys the item, you can send it to them yourself. That'd be called FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant. The problem with this is that you're not going to have the nice little Prime sticker next to your listing. Okay, so basically you can't really do this on Amazon, as you know, as everyone knows, you only buy Prime. So in order to get the Prime sticker, you're going to need to go buy those paper towels, okay? Then you're going to need to box them up, and then you're going to need to ship them into Amazon's warehouse. You were going to go
ahead.
But I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Guys, I know it's a lot of information. When we started a couple years ago, it's like when you get into this stuff, it's an overflow of info. But you just got to kind of go with it, jump into the pool, get a little bit wet. Okay, we're going to cover everything eventually.
So the basic takeaway there was to not do the arbitrage where you're just going to stores and finding things, because it's not a real scalable business.
I just kind of feel like let's say that you spent 100 hours learning how to do arbitrage.
Yeah.
Well, when you start on Amazon, now you're at hour 0.
When you start with FBA, you mean?
Yeah, now you're back to 0 because
You have to learn everything again.
Yeah, so an arbitrage, you're not going to make money, really. Not like any kind of real income. Maybe like 2 years ago.
I'm sure there are people who do it and make something. But they would have to hire like a fleet of contract people to go source for them.
I'm sure there's people that are doing it, making money, but if they would have put the same amount of time into doing private label, doing an Amazon business, they would be making more. I feel like.
Okay, so how much money do I need to start an FBA business?
I'm going to go down to $2,000 just to get people started. You need at least $2,000 to do your first item.
What will that $2,000 pay for?
That $2,000 is going to pay for the goods of the first item, the shipping of the first item, and the sample fees. So basically, a sample is like when you're testing the item out before you get the order. You're going to order a sample from the supplier. Let's go into stuff. We got to go into it.
Yeah, I want to go into it. I don't know. 2,000 seems kind of high to me, honestly. You don't think that you could get started with an MOQ of like 150, 200 for a cheap item for sub 1,000? How could you get this down to sub 1,000? Think about it. Let's do a thought experiment.
Okay, let's do a thought experiment. My thing is that any kind of item that's going to cost under $9.99, under $10. So if you're going to try and get an order for under $1,000, right? Mm-hmm. The items that you're looking at are the tiny little trinket items that are going to cost under $9.99, mm-hmm. right? And all of those...
That's $9.99 on your sale price or on your sourcing wholesale
that's
price?
That's $9.99 on your Amazon price.
So you're wholesale buying them for what? $5?
No, probably going to buy them for like $2.
2 or 3. Hopefully.
That's the thing, is that when you're selling an item for $9.99, it's like you better be getting the item for $1 or $2, right? And it's hard to find items like that, especially because at that point, the shipping, like essentially the shipping to item ratio is going to be the same for like a more expensive item, right?
All right, wait. Okay, well, but keep rolling with this. Say I found, like the famous Jungle Scout example where he finds the marshmallow sticks and they're $9.99 for a pack of marshmallow sticks to roast marshmallows.
Mm-hmm.
Could I potentially get an MOQ, a Maki Maki Boy, that is under $1,000 with $9.99 an item? What, you could do an MOQ of $300?
No, I don't think that you could get an MOQ if it was $300. You would have to have by MOQ. MOQ stands for minimum order quantity, and we use it to kind of talk about like orders, and even suppliers will use it. It's like a lingo. They'll say like MOQ, and it means like your first big order of an item.
Yeah, it's the first order. It's basically the minimum amount that you can negotiate with your supplier to get down to.
Yeah, and they're like, no more. So basically, most of the time, every single time you talk to a supplier, they're going to try and get you to buy more in bulk, and they'll do it with like prices. They'll be like, you have lower pricing. I don't think that you could get under 150 for a mock. I really don't.
Okay, so in between 1,000 and 2,000 to get started.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
I would say probably like 2,000. Honestly, because here's the thing, you could I know we got to run through it, but if you do 1,000, right? I mean, you have so many less options, and you kind of put yourself more in danger to fail, right? Because you're so limited on these items, and that's where the highest competition is, on those tiny little value items.
Okay. Can you give me real quick, what is a good item to source for my first time?
For first time sourcing,
Yeah.
what I would do.
This has to be a 45-second answer.
Okay, I would go to the bestseller list, go to Amazon, go to the bestsellers list, scroll through the bestsellers list until you find an item that has under 100 reviews. Once you find an item that has under 100 reviews, go in there, check out that niche because it's probably good.
Under 100.
Under 100 reviews.
On the bestseller? Where in the bestsellers?
Go to Amazon bestsellers. We'll include the link in the show notes.
I would recommend going to one of my favorites is going to Amazon Movers and Shakers, that list, and you can see the percentage that each item is moving up and down. And if you see something that has under 50 reviews that has gone up by like 20%, it's worth checking out. That's my 2 cents.
If you don't know where to go to the Amazon bestsellers list, and bestsellers is like what's selling at Amazon best right now, we'll include the link in the show notes. You can go ahead and click on that. And that's all the time we have.
Okay,
10
awesome.
minutes.
That's all the time we have. Thanks, guys, so much for listening. If you want more great info, go to amzanswers.com and register and post a question, and we will be happy to answer it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.